One of the biggest mistakes a creator can do in 2026 is not posting bad content. It's actually believing genuinely in your heart that your followers care about you. Just because you have 10 million plus followers, you are not safe from the internet scrutiny. And I say this because the recent James Charles scandal proves exactly that. In fact, for most creators, their following count is more and more becoming a liability rather than an asset. You go on TikTok or Instagram, see someone with a bunch of followers, and then when you go in the comment section, no one is actually engaging or interacting with their content. And I'm no better than anyone else because I'm in the same situation myself. And it proves a major point when it comes to the shift that's happening on social media right now. We're watching the death of the follower count in real time, because right now having a massive audience doesn't mean anything if you don't have an actual community. So today I thought we'd explore this topic some more by comparing two people who you've probably seen before here on the internet. Of course, James Charles. I started this video by talking about him, so we're gonna get into him, how he moves on the internet, how he chooses to portray himself on the internet, because this is not the first time James Charles is in our mouths and is in a freaking scandal, okay? So I want us to really deep dive into how he chooses to move on the internet, and that basically being his branding. But let's put a pin on that. We will continue getting into that in the video, as well as talking about another famous beauty influencer, Asante, because she did have kind of a peak on TikTok and then she totally disappeared. But yeah, we're gonna get into that. So if you'd like to see more, let's just get right into the video. We're gonna break this video down into smaller parts. So first and foremost, let's talk about the climate on the internet today. As of today, many creators are struggling with posting authentic content because they're scared of the algorithm. You want to be friends with the algorithm and you want to post what the algorithm wants you to post. But it's like a love-hate relationship there, because sometimes the algorithm can be of your benefit and sometimes not. And so I feel like this is a big attribute as to how people move on the internet. If you post something that has shock value, if you post something that's gonna make people react, whether that's through anger, sadness, whatever reaction it is, it's most likely that the algorithm will pick up on that and show it to a bunch of other eyeballs. So I wanted to start off by saying that because I feel like many creators are struggling with that, trying different strategies and still feeling like nothing. So this makes me think about Abba's journey. Abba is a beauty influencer, beauty and makeup influencer, kind of lifestyle as well a little bit. She came around in 2019, and at first she was posting during the pandemic, and one of her videos went very viral. It was the I'm not sure toy trend, I think it was. She was posting quite consistently in the beginning, which massively increased her followers count, and she also spent a lot of time engaging with viewers in comments and building a community. Around 2020, while her career was still growing, she stepped away from posting regularly, and according to her, she felt overwhelmed by the pressure, of course, to constantly post. She said that she needed some time to focus on her mental health, college, as well as just figuring things out outside of social media. But the thing about Abba is that when she came back, she didn't just try to do the same viral dances to her old audience. She had like 2 point something million last time I checked when she came back. Her engagement was not as high as it is today, but she learned how to still keep people watching. She learned how to keep the engagement there, doing talking videos, you know, letting people get a fair chance to get to know her, and not just coming back and be like, oh, I'm still the same girl like I was 3 years ago, because obviously a lot must have happened during that time. So as she came back online, one could definitely tell that she shifted her niche to be more makeup focused, which it was before, but now was really like beauty creator, not just dancing videos. If we now shift focus to James Charles, our beloved, he recently got into a scandal.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's a GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled.
When the whole Spirit Airlines scandal happened recently, the reaction was different than usual internet drama. One can definitely say that. People didn't just make reaction videos and moved on. People went to another level. People took him through that. Like, there was people literally took time out of their day, pulled their phone out, went on the TikTok app, okay? Like, it's crazy. Filmed a video with a caption and hashtags probably and said, I'm gonna make a mass unfollowing spree for this guy. I mean, hey, James Charles knows exactly what he is doing. He has been in this industry for quite some time. He knows what it means to build a community. And I think at the place in life at where he's at right now, he's quite satisfied. He has gotten money. He has established himself outside of social media, and that's why I find this a little bit like funny. I don't think James Charles takes the internet seriously because he has money. He's an established man who got his shit together, so building community might not be his main focus. So people organizing mass unfollowing sprees, it doesn't shake him. It doesn't do much to his life. I also think that it's a bit ridiculous that some people don't like realize that this is James Charles' niche. This is literally what he has made his name to be about. There's makeup and then there's drama and controversy. That is his niche. Some people have that as their niche and they have no problems with that. If you have been on the internet long enough, you should know that James Charles is a perfect expert at apology videos. There was a time when that too was trending, okay? This ain't no first time on the rodeo for him. He knows what he is doing. He knows. And he even did a reaction video to the original video that he did talking about the Spirit Airlines employee. He literally did a reaction video. Most reasonable individuals will follow someone who has the same values as oneself, or at least something that you can recognize yourself in them, whether it's them explaining something or the way they live their lives or, you know, whatever. And so when someone like James Charles with such a mass following says that about someone losing their jobs, it's kind of like you know, it tips people off because James Charles has a lot of money. He works hard for his money, but probably not the same type of hard that mediocre people do. So it's like a slap in the face when he talks like that about someone who is just coming to him, seeking for help, being vulnerable. Like, how easy is it for an individual to be begging and like someone else for money, you know? It means you must have stooped to a certain level where you have to ask for help. And so he puts his phone and he's mocking that person, makes a reaction video to then later on make an apology video. This man knows what he's doing, y'all. Y'all shouldn't even pay it no mind. Like, that's how he's making his money. Like, but who am I to say? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up and do mind subscribing if you enjoyed this video. And with that said, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.